Green, green river laid out by my front door, and I'm miles and miles from the nearest store. Pots full of crabs looking fat and sweet, kettle of oysters at my feet, living on Chesapeake time.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Laugh Smartly. Here we are, gentlemen, looking right at you.
The heat of the lights is like you can tell we're professionals and we can deal with this, because we are on YouTube. We're videoing this as well as we're doing the show.
We're bringing it up a notch, literally and figuratively.
It is. I mean, I'm sweating. I need to have some makeup on
because we're on the radio now. We have to. I think because we usually have face for radios or the
I've
faces for
decided
radio.
never to shave again.
Really?
Yeah, if you can see my YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Quite a grisly look right now. Pretty manly.
Well, that's one word for it. I'm not sure manly was going to be the word I used. Anyways, here we are on WGMD 98.5, the Talk of Delmarva. One of your hosts, me, Biff, sitting next to, I'm staring at Lucky.
Hello, I'm Lucky.
And I'm staring at Mr. Fun here, which reminds me that, when we came on the radio, we never really told people where our nicknames came from.
Yeah.
So why don't I go first? My nickname is a college nickname, not my favorite nickname in the world, Biff. Okay, as you will point it out and make fun of me through the course of the show, as has been a lifetime of that. I was named after somebody that I apparently looked like. So my technical nickname is Biff Jr.
Right.
For a guy, Pat C. up in Boston. Right. He is the original Biff.
And everybody thought you looked like him.
I look like him.
Yeah.
And it was just all, they yelled out a name when I was pledging, and I happened to turn around with every other person in the room, but because I did, the nickname stuck, and I've never gotten rid of it.
The Parents' Day, the first Parents' Day, his dad is sitting there, and now he's been a brother for close to a year, maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And everybody's yelling, Biff, Biff, and his dad's looking around all confused. And then I'm sitting at the table. I had the pleasure of hearing his dad say, "Why do they call you Biff?" It was all nervous. He was like, I don't know, Dad. It's really dumb.
I know.
Really dumb.
Anyways, that's
meanwhile,
my
he was wearing a turtleneck. It was 80 degrees outside.
I mean, the one positive thing is that people know my name.
Yeah.
Right. When I see people I haven't seen in a long time, and I'm usually doing the "Hey, buddy," they say my name.
Biff.
Yeah. Man,
And
so
guys that have known you for like 40 years, like, what's his last name again?
Yeah, that's right. Though there's that problem too. So good. So Lucky, how did you get your nickname?
Okay, so we were all in the same fraternity, and it's just is the issuance of nicknames in fraternities, is it exactly like it is in Animal House? The scenes where they're
It was
on the spot.
It was.
Right.
We had a great time with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the story of mine. So we used to get our nicknames in the middle of the semester. We had a big ceremony.
Right.
Yeah.
Very solemn time, just like it is sort of in Animal House.
Right.
And my name comes up. They tell me to stand up, and I'm waiting to get my nickname. They go, because we're lucky to get a bid, and lucky you're still around, your nickname is Lucky.
I like that.
That's good.
And I looked around the room. I'm like, well, should I be worried?
Yeah.
Like, are you guys going to kick me out?
Right.
Blackball me or whatever?
Right.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's a good
when I
nickname.
was social chairman, I used to gather the more influential people in the fraternity around, and we would drink and go through the list of pledges, and give them nicknames.
Yeah.
So you had to tell a story, and somebody would say, "How about this one?" Sometimes we would have a really good nickname and say, "Well, who fits that?" That thing. But most of the time, yeah.
And
good.
speaking of which, you have a nickname. You have an original nickname, not Mr. Fun.
So I was the guy they didn't have a nickname for, I guess, because I went through mid-semester Hell Night. They're like, my first name. They rhymed it with my first name, and they're like, "And you're Glob because you're a big fat nothing."
Glob.
So I was Glob, and
Yes.
it didn't catch on. Nobody called me Glob. And then once I became social chairman, I went up to Rutgers. They were having a Bahama-Rama party, sand in the basement, a big pool. It was off the hook, a great party. And I went to it, and there was this one fat guy wearing Hawaiian. They all had Hawaiian shirts, all the brothers, and they all had their fraternity nicknames on the back. And this guy he wasn't a good-looking guy. He was heavy set and real loud, boisterous, drunk, and he had all these women around him. And when he turned around, his nickname was Mr. Fun. And I said, there could be two Mr. Funs in this world. So I bought myself a shirt.
Yeah.
I put it on the back of my shirt. I told all the pledges from that point on to call me Mr. Fun. So we started it.
What's the protocol? Are you allowed to give yourself a nickname?
No, but he has stuck with it. Like people are going to forget.
Yeah.
But those of us with long memories know that he is Glob.
Yeah.
Nobody calls me Glob.
Yeah, but anyway,
And
say,
I like it that way.
Whatever.
But the thing is, like, if it was Biff, Lucky, and Glob, we probably would have never been on the radio. Right?
That,
We never
that's
got
true.
picked up.
So let's go back to Mr. Fun. Mr.
Yeah.
Fun, do you have a joke to start off the week?
I went home on Valentine's Day. Last week was Valentine's Day, and I said to my wife, I said, "Are we going to make love tonight?" And she said, "Well, I don't know. Spell the word way." And I said, "Way, W-A-Y." And she goes, "You forgot the F." And I go, "There's no F in way." And she said, "Exactly."
That's very good. So, Lucky, looking at you.
Well, okay, so we are sitting here on February 21st. The year is going by fast, by
Yeah.
the way.
Right.
I mean, we're almost at the end of the second
Yep.
month of the year.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
But National Sticky Bun Day today.
Okay, and what do we call what is a sticky bun? I'm looking to you, Mr. Fun, as the sticky bun expert.
Oh, I don't know. But I know that my wife complained that my laptop was sticky. She goes, "How the hell did you get a laptop sticky?" And I said, "I was eating ice cream." And she goes, "How the heck do you spill ice cream on your laptop?" I go, "It's not easy to eat ice cream when you're masturbating."
Stop. Jeez.
Come on.
But a sticky bun is like a Cinnabon. Is that a sticky bun?
Yeah, it's
a bear
not,
claw.
A lot of times you see the sticky bun sitting right next to the donuts, the
Okay.
thing with the hole in the middle
Right,
kind
right.
of thing. But they're vastly,
Thank you for defining the donut.
No, I'm just saying. But they're vastly different. Although they're made from the same
Okay.
ingredients.
No, they're the curly things, right?
Yeah, but
they
they're
look
all-
like a snail.
Not like a bear claw.
Like a sticky bun.
A
like
sticky bun,
Like
okay.
a honey bun.
A honey bun. Okay.
buns.
Okay.
Isn't it just a differently shaped donut?
Well, it's more like a Krispy Kreme donut, though. That right? It's not a chocolate sticky bun. It's just sugar frosting,
Glazed.
right? Sugar glazed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a glazed donut.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are correct, Lucky.
Yeah.
I had a deck of cards that was really sticky, and I found it hard to deal with.
Okay, going back to the donuts. 10 billion donuts are consumed in the U.S. each year. Okay, and when was the last time you had a donut, Biff?
Ooh, it's been a while. I will say, but within a month. But it's been a long time.
Okay,
What time is it?
Yeah.
One in 4 Americans eat donuts at least once per month, which is, the average American eats about 31 donuts per year.
Well, 10 billion is a lot. Think about that. It's a country of 340 million people. That says at least they're having 30 donuts.
Yeah.
On average across every person.
No, when we were kids, we would eat a dozen. There was 3 of us.
Yeah.
You'd eat a lot of donuts.
But who would have thought that the donut industry, and you throw the sticky bun in there, $3.7 billion annual industry.
Well, you would think it would be. Well, it says the margins aren't great if they're selling 10 billion and it's only 3.7 billion.
Are you
Right.
trying to poke holes in
They
this?
spend that. That's the revenue.
I know the revenue. I'm saying that it's saying it's 30 cents a donut.
Yeah.
Right, is the revenue,
Yeah.
which seems low.
I think
like
it's
that.
a lot more than that. Anyway, but do you know where I was doing some research with donuts. The best donut culture is in the Northeast: Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Maine.
Because of Dunkin' Donuts.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
yeah. But it's interesting to see that. But yeah, glaze is the number one donut. So anyway, but all kinds of other. It's National Caregivers Day.
Okay.
So honor the professionals, caregivers, nurses, aides, home health workers. Give them a big shout out.
When I get older, are you guys going to care for me?
Me? No.
What? Well, that hurts.
We could chip it and pay for somebody to take
We'll
care of
scrape
you.
you up and get you to the show. That's about it.
It's why I like Jamaican people so much, because I'm sure my caregiver is going to be Jamaican. Isn't that what they do? The last one who sees me in life is going to be a Jamaican lady.
Did we sign up when we decided to be friends with you? Did we sign up to take care of you?
It's in the contract.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
You should be looking at the contract.
I didn't sign anything.
Okay. George Washington's birthday today, too. So although we're not celebrating President's Day, but his birthday's today. So that whole Lincoln birthday, George Washington birthday,
Right.
They usually fall right around where President's Day is,
Right.
Kind of thing. So anyway, happy birthday to George.
So George and Lincoln, two of the presidents. Mount Rushmore has Jefferson, Roosevelt, Lincoln, and George Washington, right?
Yeah.
So that's on.
Do you know
Mount
the original
Rushmore.
sculptor? He died. He was George Washington Carver. George Washington Carver. Carver. There's a
Carver.
joke. There's a joke
There's
there
a
somewhere.
joke there, not to be confused with the guy
It's
with that.
clever too. George
Is it-
Washington Carver. It's
Isn't
clever.
they invent the peanut or peanut
Yes.
processing or something like that?
Lots of stuff with peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, peanut gin. Peanut gin? No, the
Whiskey.
no the
Cotton gin?
cotton gin. Yeah.
Okay.
Peanut gin.
Hopefully everybody had fun today at the Shore Craft Beer Love on Tap annual craft beer festival at Secrets today.
Wow.
Great for beer lovers, live music and vibes. We didn't get a chance to
I
go.
found out you can order Scotty's at Secrets in
That
Ocean
is
City.
crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
You
Because they
can-
make their own.
Yeah, but you
vodka,
can get
right?
call liquors. You can say I want a Scotty's or I want a Kettle One or something like that, but you have to ask for it.
Okay.
So, but you can ask for Scotty's at Secrets in Ocean City.
Yeah, that's good to go. Well, and we're getting ready. Tomorrow is National Margarita Day, so it's falling on a Sunday, which is a little tough. But we'll maybe have a couple margaritas tomorrow.
Yeah, it's never stopped Mr. Fun from having margarita Sunday.
is another day. Another day for drinking.
Okay, hopping into some other topics. So, we're getting towards the tail end of the Olympics. I think tomorrow is the closing ceremonies, and great watching.
I love it.
Yeah. I love watching all the different events. Some events you don't normally see,
Right.
So it's been fun. But of course, a major controversy. They ran out of condoms, basically in 3 days. So it's always a big deal how many condoms that the.
Well, how many did they order?
10,000.
And how many Olympians are at the Olympics?
2,800.
So that's 4 condoms per, or 3+ condoms per Olympian.
You would think that'd be more than enough.
You would think so.
Yeah. Well, they ran out, and so the organizers have, especially with Valentine's Day falling in the middle of the.
Okay.
There must have been some extra humping and bumping that day.
But there's no way. Do you think they give them a care package that has condoms?
They
in
just
them?
have them sitting around.
So people are grabbing them like
Yeah.
candy. Like people are grabbing wet naps at the barbecue
Yeah,
joint.
they're not even
grabbing-
using them, right?
I can't imagine they are.
So, but just as a comparison, the 2024 Paris Olympics,
Yeah.
Right.
300,000 condoms were given to 10,500 athletes.
So they gave 30 per Olympian in Paris, and was there too many winter clothes on? Why did they only give 3 per Olympian?
You'd think they'd be colder and need a little bit of rubbing and stuff.
I don't know,
You know,
where you're going with
I
that.
don't know either. Can you
Imagine how cool it would be. You always talk about, you qualified to go to the Olympics,
Right.
Yeah.
You're representing your country, chance to win gold,
Yeah.
and you're just around all these like beautiful people, and
The pressure's on.
Yeah.
You got to.
So is your
gold medal
when you come out of the bathroom
So
naked.
is your premise that the medal winners are getting more than the non-medal winners? That if I take that,
I don't think so. Here's why. Because
Why?
the medal winners are continuing to compete into the finals. But once you're done your competition for the Olympics,
Right.
the guys who don't
Losing.
guys or girls, they don't make it.
Whatever it is.
All they have to do is go grab some condoms.
Yeah.
they usually call you a loser.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah. You know, the French team couldn't compete because of weather. It was a deluge. It was a deluge.
Deluge.
Something
Deluge. That's good. Have you following the big this Olympics? The stars they're saying across all sports are the drone flyers.
Oh yeah.
Who?
The
That's a
drones
ga-
they're incredible. No, just following the athletes.
Oh,
as
I
they're
thought
going.
that was a sport.
It gets the speed of the fast sports more realistic when you're watching it. It's really cool. Downhill skiing, you can get a sense of how steep it is and how fast it is. The luging, they have it falling behind the luger.
So I think during the Olympics, I noticed the camera on the wire still, and I wondered when that goes to a drone.
Well,
Did you happen to
it's
notice
probably
it?
indoors is on a wire.
Like it is for like NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the outdoor stuff has drones, and they're going down the covered track on the bobsled and the luge, which is
Right.
really cool.
They said that downhill. Oh, damn it! They said that skiing isn't as good as it used to be because it's going downhill fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I tell that last week?
No, you didn't.
Okay, going downhill fast.
I get it.
Okay, I love these lists. Okay, on the heels of having sex at the Olympics, I saw this list. It's from Time Out. It's the 20 cities having the most sex these days.
Okay.
Okay, can you
It's
see
not
if you can
Bethesda, Maryland.
see if you can get how many of the 10 you can get?
Because I know a lot of people.
And I'm going to let you know the top 20 does not include one United States city.
Oh.
Which is crazy.
So
Can
the
you
top 10.
Give me a
So
city.
this is where we always go. Is it Asia or is it Eastern Europe?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to
A
go.
lot of Indian people.
I think it's going to be somewhere in Europe, and it's going to be. I'm going to go out of the limb and say UK.
That was city.
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 London.
London. No.
Huh.
No.
I'm going to go
Cambridge. I guess that's sort
Cambridge
of
is the UK.
Yeah,
That's college town.
Yeah.
Huh? What are you going to say, Mr. Fun?
Mumbai.
No.
No.
Guadalajara, number 3. Krakow, 2.
Okay, Poland.
And Macau.
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 Right, that's Asian, right?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
former
Well, they-
Portuguese colony.
And they have a lot of gambling in Macau.
They do.
Don't they?
It's
So
like
maybe-
it's like the Las Vegas
China,
of
right?
Asia.
It's in China?
It's on the edge of it.
Yeah.
What?
Sao Paulo. Okay, so here
It's not too far from Hong Kong.
Oh.
Macau, I think it was a Portuguese territory.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's Chinese now. I don't.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So yeah, I hit the top 3: Sao Paulo, Luxembourg, Porto, Marseille, Bangkok, Rio de Janeiro, Panama City, Cambridge, Naples, Medellin are the places where the cities having the most sex.
Not Naples, Florida.
No, not Naples, not where the oldies are.
I should have guessed Bangkok. You would think they'd have a lot of sex
They
there.
have Bangkok.
No, just curious about that. Okay.
All right. The other big thing that happened this week is kickoff of spring training.
Okay.
So, which is awesome. I mean, I'm a huge baseball fan. Orioles, hopefully they're getting their act together and can compete in the American League East with all the dominating teams. I don't know.
I think I've made my point known on the podcast, previous radio show. Season's too long. To follow spring training even makes it longer. But it's got to be, set that aside, it's got to be the Los Angeles Dodgers against everybody.
Yeah.
What are the odds the Dodgers win it again? Right? They have
high probability.
They have the best team last year, and they got stronger.
100%.
They
I
didn't-
actually wish there were sports that lasted year round. I
Do
wish.
you?
Yeah, I just wish. Yeah, like I like baseball enough that I could watch it in the winter.
I'd get tired of it. if
You
it
would
was
get
all-
tired of it?
I don't get tired of
Like you'd have
baseball.
to have 2 teams. Like the second team, your winter team comes on.
Yeah, the only sport that comes close to that is golf and tennis, I guess sports, right? Because the tournaments are in some of the off seasons, right, for the other sports. But it gets tiresome.
Well, didn't like soccer go indoors at some point? Some pro soccer players played indoors too.
They might.
Yeah.
That could be true. But, well, look, it's interesting to watch baseball and see what happens. But again, I think the Dodgers, though, are just so loaded, and the New York teams can't get their act together, right?
Yeah.
This year to be competitive, because that's what the MLB wants is New York against LA.
Yeah.
Or Boston against LA.
So being down here, who down in the Delmarva Peninsula, what are the teams that people are cheering
So
for?
Delaware is surely a Phillies.
Okay.
crowd. It's got to be, I live in Southern Delaware. It's got to be 60%, maybe even higher Phillies fans.
Really?
Okay.
And then I'd probably say 20% Orioles and then
Yeah.
20% Nats.
Okay.
Nats are the late comer
Yep.
into
Yep.
the market. Ocean City's got to be probably 50-50 Nats, Orioles.
I think they're more Orioles.
No, probably Orioles, right?
I think
Because
probably
historically.
75%.
Okay.
It's hard to find a loyal Nat fan. It's hard to find them.
Yeah,
I don't know any.
No, I know some, but that they younger people because they grew up that was their team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Nats have been there 25 years,
Something. Yeah, they're coming on.
so they've been there a long
It's
time.
hard to be a Nats fan. Number one, because they're not good, but
Right.
also they're not being covered by the Washington Post anymore.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Also, like
So-
they've made so many moves. Like I don't think people can. They don't feel a lot of loyalty to the players.
Right.
Who's the best Nats? Who's the three best Nats players right now?
Yeah,
I have no
they've-
idea.
They've sold them out. The team's been for sale for a while, right?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Or some ports, the rumors, right? The Lerners own them. Big
Yeah, but
construction
they still
company.
have not sold, and everybody's like, "Please sell the team." So
Really?
we can bring in new ownership.
I think it's a good stadium for a modern stadium.
Yeah.
it's not too
and,
bad.
and it's a pretty good stadium.
Yeah, it's bad. Okay, pivoting a little bit here. Okay, so AI, like we're big AI fans. We've been talking about the AI for at least the good part of the 3 years that we've been doing our show. And I saw this article, and it's basically titled "ChatGPT's Hidden Bias About Your State or City."
Okay.
So remember, for those of you who know, ChatGPT uses the data that's out in the internet.
Right.
Okay, and you got so many people using tools like that. And asking questions, it now the engine is basically developing a bias about certain cities, states, in terms of, are they good-looking people in these places? Are they smart people? Are they lazy people? And so this study that was done that basically is proving this bias. Basically, if you go to ChatGPT and say, "Is Mississippi a lazy state?" It's probably going to say, "No, I can't. I can't answer that question." But
I thought you said they would be able to answer it.
no, what this bias has been able to, they've been able to tease it out, because what these researchers did was they did this massive comparison. They did it was roughly six. What did they do? It was like massive amount of questions. It asked 20 million queries. Is what they did.
Right.
Is this one better than this one? Is this one better than this one? Cities and states in terms of different contexts,
Right.
mostly around looks, smarts, laziness is what they focused in on. And they instead of saying, "Hey, is Mississippi lazy?" They asked ChatGPT to do this massive comparison, 20 million different comparisons, and they were able to tease out the fact that it is biased based on the way other people are using the tool.
But so they don't. So just using raw numbers, right? The New York area has 25 million people on it, right? Which is a big part of the U.S. population. California is 44 million out of 340 million. If they didn't weight it, surely you're going to get biased just on the most populous areas answering the data. Would they not?
Well,
Yeah, Texas has 30 some odd million. Florida has it. So that's going to tilt bias against certain areas because it's perception of other people.
well, I think in these three dimensions that
Right.
this study was focused in on, I don't know how you would. I mean, people aren't notoriously going to ChatGPT and asking are these states lazy, or these cities lazy, or whatever.
Right.
But I guess I thought this was an interesting article just because of the fact that when information comes out of ChatGPT, everybody takes it as truth,
Right.
And you got to be careful because there are biases behind it.
Right.
It's as if I asked you a question, Biff, and
Yeah.
you have an opinion based on
Right.
past experiences. You're going to give me a response. ChatGPT.
I like
is a
Mr. Fun.
What do you call? Damn it, I can't remember the name. When you have somebody who looks like you, an avatar.
Right.
Have you seen this? So I'm getting inundated at work right now with you can upload hundreds of pictures until you're happy with your avatar.
Right.
Then you speak and it adds your voice.
Right.
And you can produce videos that look and sound just like you without being on the video. So you type.
Yeah.
You say, "Can you tell happy birthday? Can you sing happy birthday?"
Right.
Or whatever. And your avatar that looks just like you, because you've uploaded so many pictures, and your voice that sounds just like you, is the video.
Look, I think that's what AI is doing, though, right? And you're a prolific poster, right?
I am
of their work. So,
poster child. I'm a
poster child,
yeah.
and your 3 point whatever million
My
views on your
recent post got 3.2 million views.
Explain how you landed on that. Your post and what happened.
So I do something funny every Wednesday. I
Right.
post something funny that my intent is to make people laugh. So I put it on Instagram, I put it on Facebook, I put it on TikTok, and it just went viral. I was watching it, and within an hour, it had 75,000 views.
Right.
And I was like, what is going on? And then however the algorithm, anyway, it launched it, and I wound up, it's still going on. If I put it right now, it's going to have 100 more views than it had yesterday. And it's 3.2 million
That's
views
great.
and growing.
Good for you.
Yeah, it has 47,000 likes. And what's really bizarre is it has 18,000 shares. People are like, "You got to see this thing."
All right, now, are you
Yeah.
allowed to describe what you're doing?
I'm blowing on a coffee mug, and it says, when you're on a Teams call, if you blow on your teacup, people won't know you're drinking wine. It's funny. It's clever.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's my best, and I don't know why that went viral. But yeah, that's it.
That is crazy. I've never known anybody in person.
I know,
that it was so
3.2
viral.
million. I have as many views as the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, I do. I mean, I'm what is the guy's name? I'm Bad Bunny.
No, you're Kid Rock.
I'm Kid Rock.
You're
Kid Rock should contact me. I should get him some views.
That's fine. No, congratulations on that.
Thank you. It's a bucket list item. I have now gone viral, and you know somebody who's gone viral.
In other AI news, did you see the whole thing about Seed Dance? It's either Seed Dance or Sea Dance, which is the company that owns TikTok, which put out the Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt fighting video. And there was a movie director goes, "This is the end of Hollywood," because how accurate it was.
Wow.
And then that point forward, they put out 6 or 7 videos, which were live action movies. They looked awesome. What they did, these clips.
And they looked good because they were Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
No, these were just different. They did clips of Wolverine. They did clips of Superman. They did things which was in violation of every, trademark and copyright thing. But they did it to prove that it can be done quickly.
Yeah.
And so now Hollywood's really worried about it.
Wait, are there laws?
There are. You can't. Speaking of which, so because I'm going to segue into something I wanted to do with you guys, because AI is we've talked about it a bit here. I thought, and Mr. Fun had the idea one time that maybe we should do some role playing or something like that.
Yeah.
So I went online and I found a movie script, and I was going to have you guys read the script.
Do I have to read?
Yeah, you will in a minute.
Okay.
So I had picked out a movie script, and I said, I got it. I got the right segment. It was from Jerry Maguire. I was going to have Lucky be the Renee Zellweger character, and you be Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems appropriate.
I kind of look like an ugly version of Tom
so
Cruise.
anyway, so I get it all done. I have it all lined up, and then I go online. Can you use somebody's script?
Okay.
Nope, without permission, you can't. So I'm
Wow.
like, okay. So I'm going to go on AI,
Right?
and I'm going to make up my own script.
Oh,
Wait, okay, before we get it, do I have to call my wife and ask, am I allowed to role play with my friends? Because it sounds a little tricky what
Yes.
you're getting us into here.
So I went to AI,
Yes.
and I said, I need a story where I can have Lucky and Mr. Fun have roles, and I'm going to be the narrator.
Okay.
All right.
So it's called The Coffee Shop.
look how happy he is.
Yeah, that's right.
now.
So it's called The Coffee Shop, and you guys have not seen this before. So Lucky is actually as a woman.
Okay.
So he's Lucky as a lady.
Am I hitting on?
Right? No, well, you'll get this.
All
This is
right.
called The Coffee Shop, and I'm just going to read it.
Are there big words?
No, there's plenty of words. So Mr.
No,
Fun,
big-
yours are bolded. You'll see.
Switch.
All right.
No, they're the same. They should be the same.
No, his are bolded.
Right.
But I have his thing.
No, I say yours are not bolded.
Oh,
that's how you know where is where. So
Got it.
it's called The Coffee Shop.
And action.
And I put in just some prime. So I'm going to set it up. So I'm the narrator, and I'll come in from time to time here and do some narration. Okay. Called The Coffee Shop, starring Lucky as a lady and Mr. Fun. Okay, here we go. The bell over the cafe door chimed as Lucky stepped inside, brushing a strand of hair from her face. The place smelled like roasted espresso beans and warm pastries, not sticky buns. Her favorite combination. She scanned the room for an empty table, but her attention snagged on something else entirely. A man at the counter was talking animatedly to the barista, hands moving, eyes bright. The barista was laughing so hard she had to steady herself on the espresso machine. Lucky didn't know what he'd said, but she knew one thing instantly. This man had presence. He turned slightly, and she caught a glimpse of his grin, mischievous, confident, like he carried a pocket full of jokes and wasn't afraid to use them. The name on the cup the barista handed him read Mr. Fun in bold marker. Of course it did. Lucky stepped up to the counter. Before she could order, he glanced her way.
Careful. This place serves dangerously hot beverages. One sip, and you may fall in love.
Is that your review or a warning?
Both. I like to multitask.
The barista snorted. Lucky tried not to smile, but it was impossible.
I'm lucky.
Oh, I know.
You know?
Well, you walked in, and I thought, wow, I must be lucky. So clearly, that's your name.
Oh, that was terrible.
Terribly effective. You laughed.
Lucky ordered her drink, and when she turned to find a seat, Mr. Fun gestured to the empty chair across from him.
Join me? I promise to behave.
Do you?
Absolutely not, but I promise to be entertaining.
The steam from their cups curled between them as he launched into a story about how he once tried to impress someone by learning latte art and accidentally created something that looked like a confused potato. Lucky laughed so hard she nearly spilled her drink.
You're really committed to that bit.
I take my comedy seriously. It's the only thing I take seriously. Well, that and croissants, and now possibly you.
You barely know me.
True, but I'm an excellent judge of character, and you seem like someone who appreciates a good pun.
Depends on the pun.
Oh, I've got plenty. For example, did you know this place has the best pickup lines? They're all brewed fresh daily.
That was awful.
You loved it.
Maybe a little.
Oh, I leaned back satisfied. Okay. Lucky, I think this is the beginning of a very punderful friendship.
We'll see.
But she already knew. The end.
The
Holy
end. You can't say that on the radio.
No, I'll bleep that out.
Holy yes.
Yeah, see? That's the beauty of AI.
Right.
I gave it just a couple of premises, and they'd spit out a whole script. I have another one, too. I'll share that in another episode.
Okay, so do you think this is the thing that's going to get us nominated for the Emmy for
It
the
could.
best show?
It could. Just
Oh,
wait.
my God.
The love story between Mr. Fun and Lucky is that was just chapter 1. Wait till they go to the steam room.
The steam room.
Yeah.
Today, I shared that we did an episode a few times back where we were talking about steam room etiquette. Not steam room, sauna etiquette. And this woman said to me, I was describing that this guy came into the steam room and he was doing push-ups on the floor. And she says, was he bald? And I go, yeah. And she said, tattoos? And I said, yeah. She goes, that's my friend Jack. And so Jack apparently goes to the steam room, does jumping jacks for 10 minutes in the sauna, and then does push-up, regardless of the reaction to the fat guy sitting on the bench next to him. So if you see bald guy in the
sauna, he's doing jumping. There's not enough space in there.
When we first started doing it, I was like, is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I supposed to be working out in the sauna?
Yeah.
He did 10 minutes worth of jumping jacks, and then he got down on the floor and he did push-up, like crunches.
How do you? There's no space.
He was a shorter guy,
right?
And he never went back. His crunch was tight.
Right.
That has to violate a sauna protocol.
I would think.
Yeah, that's like the woman that was laying down on the bench. Like, where do you sit?
Yeah, I asked her about that. She said she would have sat up.
Okay.
And she also said, I said, what's the etiquette of having, like, what if you had no underwear on under your towel? And her husband said, guess it depends on what she looks like. That was his etiquette. Yeah. A fun couple.
You guys in the sauna, there's a lot of activity going on.
Well, you got to decide. Like, I like to talk. Biff apparently puts on his ear pods. It doesn't say a word, right?
I listen to music.
I think it's fun to talk to people while you're sweating and half.
Do you think they think it's fun?
I always apologize. Sorry if I talk too much. They go, no. It was wonderful.
Oh, you were great.
You were great. Yeah.
Do they get out first?
We get out together. We get out together.
That's what they want is more time with you.
I wait until they're ready to get out. Okay, let me get the door for you. We walk out together.
So the coffee shop had a thing. Didn't you go to a coffee shop today, Mr. Fun?
I went to the coffee shop and I paid. I got breakfast. I got 2 coffees. Me and my wife, and I'm trying to stick my credit card in the slot to pay. And the woman who's like, I don't know, she's probably 20 years old. She goes, you can tap it. And I jokingly say, oh, honey, I'm too old to tap it. And my wife gives me a weird look, and the lady behind the counter just starts laughing. And I go, what? What's so funny? Like, I didn't even know how funny I am.
I wish I would have known that. I would change the script, and then Lucky saw you from the behind the...
If he had to, if any kind of conversation about him tapping it with me, I
said,
walk off the set.
I'm too old to tap it. And I meant like, oh, I don't do that because I always have inserted.
Have you ever gone and used Mr. Fun as the name that they would write on the cup?
Oh, that's a good idea. No, I haven't.
Oh, you should do that. That's funny. So last week I teased, and for those that heard the promo this week, about the August 12th, there's this rumor that the Earth is going to lose gravity for 7 seconds.
Okay.
Now, there's 2 things. One, what would happen, right? If you weren't in a room, presumably you float away, right?
Well, you can only go so high for 7 seconds, right?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I want to try it out. If you knew the exact time, would you tether yourself to the ground?
For 7 seconds, I would set it up so that I could go as high as I could.
You'd be by the ocean, right? That'd be the one thing to do, is do it over water.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's it.
My wife said that she hopes that never happens. And I said, why? Because I'm so attractive. And she said, no, because I can't get you off of me. That's what she said.
But here's the thing.
Actually, she wishes it would happen.
Yeah, that's
for at least 7 seconds.
Okay, if gravity was gone, but what rate would you go and go?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like if it was at a fast rate, you might be too high.
All right, you know the time. Would you strap yourself down?
Right.
Or I think I would lie on the ground because I'd want to fly for 7 seconds.
You want to fly for 7 seconds.
But what about if it, like in 7 seconds, it takes you up to 1,000 feet?
I think I would have to have some rope on my ankle, like a surfboard.
Yeah.
But but how far would you let yourself go?
I'd put a pad under me.
Because you couldn't go more than 50 feet.
Not if the rate by which you go, say you go
no, but that
100 feet a second.
No, I understand that. My point is that I don't care if you tether yourself. If you tether yourself too high, at some point, I'm not sure it's going to just drop you slowly down.
Right now.
If
they give us the time, can we all do it together?
That's like a parachute
Can we all
thing?
hold hands?
We'll do the radio show.
Yes.
With the
that'd be so good.
Yeah.
But all this equipment and lighting would be floating around.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, now that I don't know, like when I originally was thinking, that's fine, I'll let it do it. But if the rate of ascension is like very fast, like 100 feet per second, I'm not doing it. I'm holding on to something. Yeah.
It's not true, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Okay.
It's August 12th.
It's
August 12th, I believe, is the date.
What are you going to do, Biff? What's your plan?
I would. I think I would probably be indoors. Because
so
not
you
knowing
might-
how fast maybe bump my head into the
Right.
ceiling or something like that. But I think I'd rather be inside.
What's the whole thing? Do they know the time?
You're asking me. I'd have to look it up. I know there was a date. There might be a time, like 9:33 a.m. or something like that. I'll put it in the show notes. I definitely know where the time is.
I would put padding on the floor and
Right.
maybe the ceiling.
Yeah.
Because I have lots of padding I could put on my ceiling. And then I would just float around my room for a little while, get rid of all the furniture.
All right, contact at laughsmartly.com.
Yep.
Let's hear what if you had 7 seconds of
Yep.
losing gravity.
Right.
What would you do, audience member? So we'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, and if you're a flat earther,
Absolutely.
please join in.
Okay, so I saw this article too. Talk about houses and there's been so much cold weather lately.
Yeah.
But you ever, Mr. Fun, you familiar with the real estate industry? House burping. You ever hear that term?
You told me about it today because I hadn't heard about it.
House
And I
burping.
said, what the hell is that?
Okay.
Tell us.
Okay, so it's the German practice of, it's called Luften. It's gaining traction on social media, and it basically is an effort to improve the air quality in your house.
Oh, it's
Okay.
not how you soap yourself up with one of those sponge things.
That's not a loofah.
Lufa.
Okay.
Or the song by Nina.
Oh.
99 Luft balloons.
Who knew?
Yeah, but this term has gone viral on
Right.
like TikTok and
Really?
all kinds of Google searches and over on Facebook or whatever. But it's
Did
basically
it get 3 million views?
Yes,
no,
yes.
it's not as viral as you.
Yes.
But I don't know. So
Lucky knows about viral things too.
Right.
Yes,
I'm going to catch a virus.
Sorry
and send
to
Mr. Fun.
don't interrupt them. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, but what do you think about this? They're already starting to write it into leases in places like Germany to make sure that people are doing this twice a year, opening up their windows. I'm sorry, twice a month, and opening up the windows and letting the air in the house, the old air, exit, and basically new air come in.
Sometimes I do that. Like I'll open up a window and just scream like everything I'm mad at out the windows. I call it venting.
Yeah.
No. When a stripper does it, it's fans only.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. She uses OnlyFans.
Fans only. What are you, Yoda?
I've never explored. I have no idea what.
I've got, okay, so here, provocative question.
Okay.
Question, taking it off on the homeless theme here.
Okay.
The home theme. Homeless
There's
question.
no such thing as homeless.
Okay, the unhoused.
Displaced,
Okay, the unhoused.
Yes.
Okay. The question is, the premise is you've got to be in Philadelphia in February, okay? Would you
cold.
rather be living on the streets for a week in Philadelphia in February or be in jail in Philadelphia for a week?
Well, I can answer for you. There's no way you want your ass in jail.
I'm not asking.
There's no way you.
Okay.
You're on the streets. You're taking your chances on the street.
Okay.
What would you rather be?
If you're homeless, are you allowed to go into like the McDonald's, or do you have to be outside?
Well, you're
the whole
sleeping outside.
Sleeping outside.
You're sleeping outside. I'm not.
Really? That's
During
the rule?
during the day, I suppose you could be doing whatever you want.
Would I have any money?
No.
No.
That's why you're homeless.
That's why you're homeless.
Okay, so no money.
You can beg.
Or I can beg.
You can beg, right?
Okay.
You can do, yeah. So but that's your choice. You can be in a nice warm jail for a week.
With who?
It's a
Bubba?
jail with a jail
Bubba and
with
all
a
his
jail where
buddies?
you get food and you get a place to lay down.
You could be somebody's girlfriend.
Yes,
Like
For a
Biff.
week?
yeah, for a week.
And
So
Biff's
what-
leaning towards that. Look at him. He's
So-
like, it's so warm in there.
Well, I was just somebody's girlfriend in the little skit that he just did.
I was nice to you. It's a wonderful relationship.
So what would you choose?
So am I in like Gen Pop? Like
Yeah.
maybe like in
There's that word again.
Gen Pop. Was it you? It was like-
in the jail?
was it a wire?
Is it a jail/prison?
It's okay. I'll clarify. Let's just call it a prison.
Prison. Okay.
Okay, we'll call it a prison.
And I have one
But I was
roommate?
just trying to keep it to Philadelphia. That's why I called it a jail.
You
I
would
don't
have
remember.
many roommates.
One roommate.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
you're asking.
We
way too
share
many
one
questions.
toilet. One each of us has a bed.
You've taken this game and made it.
Okay, well, that's
okay,
not-
yeah,
that's
that's
tough
right.
decision.
Yes, okay, yes.
I may do that.
Okay,
I
jail.
may go to jail for a week.
Okay.
So listen, I'm going to surprise you guys. There was a reporter years and years ago who went on the street and stayed homeless for 60 days. How long do I have to be homeless? Month
A week.
of February?
A week.
A week.
It's
and
a week.
He wrote a story
Right.
about the homeless population. He immersed himself into it. He learned what it was like. I would do that.
You
I
would
would-
live on the street for a week.
I almost want to.
Really?
I almost want to do it one time in my life.
You wouldn't make it.
I can't say I would. I would make it.
Well, yeah. I mean, just imagine if it was cold like it was 2 weeks ago, right?
Right. I'd
Like,
sleep under a bridge. I'd do that before I go into a prison.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you assume some kind of competency with raising money, like to be able to go?
I
to
don't. No, I
McDonald's?
don't. I just. It's just the fact that
Oh.
you're living on the street.
I'd get a squeegee. I'd beg for a squeegee. And then I would.
I mean, Lucky would sell themselves for cigarettes in prison.
You'd be. I'd be making big bucks.
Ramen noodles are the.
that's right.
That in prison, that's like the.
And you can make the hooch,
I would-
right?
yeah.
Which is the alcohol. They make it out of like ramen, water, or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and
I would come up with
jelly.
a trust fund. I'd be such a good
People
window
are-
washer.
In prison, yeah, they trade ramen noodles, which I didn't know that. That is like the
I would
item
probably
of
going back
exchange.
to the question.
Yeah.
I might surprise you. I'd probably try to live on the streets.
Really?
Yeah. And I'd be like trading places, right? And I'd hopefully run into the kind billionaire that was heading off to the stock exchange.
He'd be like a underwear model making some money. They'd
What?
invite him into the sex store.
Okay, now if you're going to be living on the street, do you get to choose the clothes you start the week with?
I have not overthought this
Right.
as much as you have.
I mean, that's an important thing. Like, because you.
I'd
Yes.
get myself those buckets. I'd be bump, 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 but I'd be playing the buckets.
Get
buckets.
I'd be playing the buckets and washing windows. I'd come out so far ahead. Yeah. I mean, I could pay my way into a hotel, right? If I make enough money.
Yeah, that's right.
I would be on the streets momentarily, but I get off the streets.
Okay,
I would
let me
get
flip
off-
this around a
Okay,
little bit.
okay.
Okay. Instead of Philadelphia in February, L.A. in July.
Well, he's not that hot, but
Okay.
I'm saying your point being a really hot place. As opposed to-
Or just a place that has good weather.
Where you don't
nice.
speak the language.
yeah.
L.A.
I mean, honestly, there
Does
was.
it change your?
I'm not sure it changes anything.
Okay.
Why
Well,
would
that's
it-
easier
because-
to be homeless.
Well,
there.
but a jail's a jail.
Yeah,
Well, we chose being homeless. If we're going to be homeless in Philadelphia, we might as well do it in a warm climate.
that's right. So it makes it a little bit a better choice.
Well, so would
in
you
LA.
change your decision because you're the
Yes,
jail guy?
I probably would.
Okay.
I probably would.
Like who would? Who knew?
Yeah.
Yeah. I met a family in Los Angeles who they couldn't count to 5 in English. And the one kid was 4 years old, and I thought that was poor for 4. Poor for 4.
Wait, that's
Took me a minute.
It's not.
There's something there.
Yeah.
Let's massage that.
I was waiting for the. Wouldn't it be? I'm like, where's the Quattro going to come into this?
Biff, tell the story
4
when you went to prison.
I did go to prison.
Yeah. You were.
I have been in a Texas state penitentiary.
Tell that whole story. That's a good one.
I'll try to do it quickly here. We don't have a ton of time. But so my uncle was a warden, and I went to go. My mom, parents had gotten divorced. I go to visit my mom living in East Texas. She moved to Texas, and my uncle was a warden of a prison in Palestine, Texas.
And you were bad at that time. This was like a scared straight thing.
And no, I was in high school.
I'll
So
have
anyway-
sex with your eye.
So I go down
socket.
there so quickly.
Scared the crap out of you.
So
I'll pluck your eye out.
So I go down
Yeah.
there during a break from college. I go down there and they said, "Do you want to go on a tour of the prison?" I'm like, "Oh, okay."
How old are you?
I'm probably a junior in college.
Junior in
I
college.
think
We
I-
knew you.
Yeah.
You were Biff.
I came back.
Did
in
you wear a
here.
Biff shirt?
No, what? I did something worse.
What?
I go. They get me on the tour. So then I go check into the prison, the main the offices,
Yeah.
and they said, and my uncle goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't take you on the tour. He's the warden. The assistant warden's going to have to take you." I'm like, "Okay." So I go with this guy. Doors open. I go into the main hallway of the prison, which was about a quarter mile long, and there's prisoners wandering around everywhere because it's just they're out of their cells and they're in white outfits.
White pants?
They're full. They are wearing white pants. Funny enough, so they're wandering around like because they've got free time, and I walk in there in blue jeans and a rugby shirt that was probably red, blue, green, yellow.
Nice.
I stood out like a literal Christmas tree.
Right.
So I go in there, and at this point, the prisoners start kind of brushing up against me,
Nice.
which is kind of like disconcerting,
You
right?
getting any cat calls?
Yeah, there's because there were Aryan gangs, there were homosexual gangs, right? There were all these gangs.
Lucky it was a dream come
Right.
true for some of those
and
prisoners.
at that point, when the prisoners started brushing up against me, and literally the warden's standing next to me, I'm like, "Are you going to do anything about this?" And then at that point, you realize they don't have guns in prison
Oh shit.
because you just sit there.
they were rubbing their frontal areas.
They were
against
just
you?
rubbing against me.
Okay.
I don't want to. You suck. But anyway, so it was at that point you don't realize they don't have guns, which makes sense. But they cordoned off. There was a riot or something to go after me. They would have to cordon off
got
parts
it.
of the prison And then that's where the guns, then the people would come in with the guns.
Did it make you nervous?
Yeah,
Like,
it
what was your
nervous.
reaction to the?
It made me nervous.
To the rubbing.
It made me nervous.
It made you nervous.
Yeah, I chose to live on the street. Mind you, that's what I did in our game.
How soon into this tour did you say this is a bad idea?
I was probably within the minute.
Yeah,
because the doors slow. The door clunk clunk. It's like the stereotypical sound of a big gate shutting behind me, and then people just wandering around. And then I went into the psychiatric unit.
Right.
And it was just, I walked by and they had 12-inch square glass and these guys behind doors, and I'd walk by.
Like a peep show.
And the head would just show up.
Right.
And the thing, and we're like, holy cow.
The guys who rubbed against you, did they smell good?
Yeah.
Did they smell good?
smell good. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I looked, again, I couldn't have stood out more if I tried. I didn't know it when I went to Texas. I was going to take a tour of the prison.
So, yeah.
There are 3,000 prisoners.
Your uncle was
the ward.
And he decides not to go on the tour.
No, he pawned me
Scared
off.
straight.
Yeah.
That is...
Yeah, it was crazy.
If my uncle said, hey, let's go on a tour, now I'm like, I'm not doing
probably
it.
all told I was in there probably 15 minutes.
Okay.
Is my guess 15, 20 minutes?
Okay.
And then when that door shut behind me when I got out, I was like, thank goodness. I'm never doing that again.
And he didn't bring that story back to college, Mr. Fun, right? You guys were roommates probably at the time.
I didn't hear it until several years after college.
Maybe that was a story he was hoping to put in his vault.
It was when he took his rugby shirt and he was like, why? I hate this shirt.
I hate this shirt.
It smells like prison.
But the white pants, there's something to the white pants.
You love the white pants.
I like a white pant.
We know that.
I do like a white
The
pant.
audience does know that.
So scary.
I got one final thing, which I'm interested in your observation on. There's a thing called competency porn.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And the premise on that, or the notion, is that people like watching things on TV or sporting events where somebody is very competent at what they do. Think of Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. Like he goes and does all the things at the nick of time. At the nick of time, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on. Idris Elba in Hijack, if you've seen that on Apple, is the way that they perform or behave during those moments, and people really like watching that.
Okay.
And you'd say the same thing about sports, right? A sporting
Curling.
Curling people, but think about the college football championship, right? Mendoza, when he scored the touchdown,
Yeah.
right. That which was an incredible play. He obviously had the wits about him to do it. Do you find that to be appealing to you to like really watch things like that?
Wait.
To go out of your way almost to the point where I want to watch something where somebody's just that proves they're mentally and physically better than
It's a highlight
anybody
film.
else. Right.
I like watching highlight films.
Right.
Yeah, would you throw like a YouTube how-to video? Would you throw that in this category or not?
No, I think this is just more because it's scripted in a lot of cases outside of the athletics.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just found it to be an interesting term. I'd never seen it before.
There's all that stuff.
But it makes sense.
Like the guy who shows up at your house and cleans your front yard. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
I can't turn away from that.
Those are the best.
I can't turn.
He does it for free.
Is that landscaping porn?
Yeah, probably. You have something to that. Yeah, I guess there's something to that.
Another genre of porn, Mr. Fun, for you to take advantage of.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I ran into this guy. He's a sheep farmer, and I said, how many sexual experiences did you have? And he started counting, and then he fell asleep.
That's funny. That's good. Kid, Mr. Fun, quickly, do you have another joke?
Another
or is
joke of the
that,
day.
is that enough?
No. I got one. Hold please. Lucky went to the club the other day, Biff, and they played jump, and he jumped. They played the twist, and he did the twist, and then they threw him out after they played Come On Eileen.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Lucky, how do they get a hold of us?
Contact at laughsmartly.com. Also, please respond to, we're doing a lot of posts, a lot of clips on all social media platforms. So please, I would love to see your feedback.
Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And watch us everywhere to Lucky's point, and listen to us everywhere. So anyways, guys, we are going to call it a night. Good to see you yet again.
Yes.
Until we do it again next week. What are we on? Oh, we're on 98.5, the Talk of Delmarva. We'll do it again.
WGMD.
Remember, #move us to 9.
All right. Until then, goodbye.
Green, green river laid out by my front door, and I'm miles and miles from the nearest store. Pot full of crabs looking fat and sweet, kettle of oysters at my feet. living on Chesapeake time. Take it slow or take it easy, both good friends of mine. Brother, I'm just starting to unwind, living on Chesapeake time. Shorts and a plain old tee. Haven't had a shave in a day or 3. Breeze is blowing, might take a sail, just to have a few more tales to tell. Living on Chesapeake time. Take it slow, take it easy, both good friends of mine. Brother, I'm just starting to unwind, living on Chesapeake time. Now somewhere in the back of my mind, know that I must start to make a plan. But if I somehow never find the time, know that we will be just fine. I know that she will understand. A couple of friends come floating by my dock. By morning my hair's gonna rock. Sleeping late, now I will be forgiven. When you live in the land of pleasant living, living on Chesapeake time. Take it slow, take it easy, both